Hey, what is up? Ross Cessna from Spiritual Phoenix Studios. Welcome back to the 40 Servants Introduction Ritual. We are on day 7, and today we are going to be introduced to the Chaste. Hey, what's up, everybody? Ross Cessna from Spiritual Phoenix Studios here. It's hard to believe that we've already been at this for a week now. This is our 4th servant that we've met since we've been introduced to the saint. We have gone and met the adventurer. We have met the balancer. We have met the carnal. And today we are meeting the chaste. And obviously we've met the saint because the saint introduces you. So before we do the ritual, I want to talk to you about the signs that I got from the carnal. And then also talk about how I think the chaste impacted this. So previously in these videos, I mentioned this experience of the serpent kind of representing itself a little bit before its time, like before I've been formally introduced. And in regards to the carnal, I had that happen. I went on a date with somebody I met off a dating profile, and no, we didn't hook up. We did have conversation on what we were both looking for, and it was more on the carnal side of everything. So that was like one synchronicity, which take it for what you will, right? Maybe it's me seeing what I want. There were some other little things that were more psychological, so that could be here or there. The other one was obviously more noted, I guess. And in terms of the chaste, like kind of, I don't know, I guess I'll just say it, like magically cock blocking me, or like subduing some of the carnal. I feel like that is kind of what had happened to me. And I'm going to explain more about my experience with the chaste energy prior to this. Like my experience with the energy prior to meeting this card after we do the ritual. Sorry for rambling. Let's get to the ritual. Okay, so we are going to start by lighting the candle. Then we are going to light the charcoal briquette. Next, we're going to do up the Palo Santo. And just a friendly reminder, if you ever need Palo Santo incense, handmade incense, or any crystals or things like that, I do have the whole web store, so it's all there for you. All the links are in the description too. Additionally, I do offer tarot readings, Reiki healing, life coaching as well. Let's get this going. All right. Circulate some of the lovely Palo Santo smoke. We're going to pour the tea for the saint and the chaste. And I'm going to throw some of the meditation incense on there while we're waiting. And real quick, for the stone for the chaste, I picked clear quartz. Because the chaste is about like purity and discipline and like focus and all of that. And to me, clear quartz represents that. But then on like a personal level, while the chaste can be viewed positively, personal experience have shown me that it's kind of hard and fragile and also sometimes very cold. Let's put that stone that way so we can maybe see the crystal. I can't see the camera right now, but we're going to go with that, right? So while the meditation incense is burning, we're going to read the first part of the invocation. I call on you, great servant, the saint, to come to me so that I may know you. I am Ross Cessna, the master and ruler of this domain. I call you here so that you can introduce me to the servant, the Chaste, who is known for virtue and chastity. O great servant, the saint, bring the Chaste forth so that I may recognize her, and in return she will recognize me as her friend and master. Ever obey me, great servant, the Chaste, and ever please me. In return, I will offer you acknowledgement and sustenance so that your energy, potency, and fame increase. Give me a sign that you have heard my call and have come forth to welcome me as your master and friend. I make these offerings as a thanks to both of you. And while the healing incense is burning, I'll talk a little bit about the protection incense. So the protection incense there's a lot of dragon's blood in it. There is frankincense in it, and there is also wood betony in it. It has a very distinct smell. Dragon's blood is good for protection. The reason that I picked the Chaste too is because of the purity and kind of sanctity element of it. And to me, this is good for that type of energy, right? This is like a very cleansing and healing incense. And I like to think of dragon's blood as almost like a magical depth charge for purging different things. And this is some high quality natural dragon's blood, so it's definitely in line with that type of energy. Sorry, I had to take a sip of coffee. I've been recording these a little bit later than I normally do, and this is kind of the time when I start crashing. I get up at 4 a.m. and it's like almost 2 p.m. now, so all right. That's going pretty good. That smells wonderful. Burn this. It's gonna purify the area one more time with the Palo Santo. In addition to those quartz clusters like I have underneath the Chaste, I also have quartz points like this available as well, if anybody is interested in them. And with that, I'm going to stir the incense. And we are going to be introduced to the Chaste now, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's introduce ourselves to the Chaste now. This servant shows us that discipline and purity are also important elements of our lives. She encourages us to refrain from sexual desire and base physical pleasures, and instead concentrate on a more purified existence. Her mantra is an end to vice and a beginning of virtue. Keywords are purity, chastity, cleanliness, virtue, honor, virginity, innocence, spotlessness, faith, goodness, respectability, celibacy, abstention. And the Chaste prayer is, O great servant, the Chaste, who is famed for her power to keep people pure and virtuous, I ask that you teach me to focus away from my vices so that I can be pure, clean, and chaste. May I become a virtuous person. And that's a really strong statement. And there's a lot of value in that, right? Like, I don't ever want to dismiss discipline or focus or abstention. As somebody who's gone through a 12-step program and abstained, and as somebody who has done like the 90-day no FAP challenge, that's something else you can look into. That's a whole different rabbit hole, right? Like, I definitely see the benefit of that. Just where I'm at personally in my journey right now, having gone through these extended courses of discipline and other ones as well, like meditation practice, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually trying to be in a more gentle and nurturing space with myself. So I think that obviously the energy of the Chaste has a place. But for me, it was somewhat off-putting considering I've dedicated so much to my life over the past 4 years and I'm in a different mode. But with all of that being said, it's a good reminder to remember the lessons that I've learned from those previous forms of discipline and instill them when I begin to feel out of alignment. Anyhow, I'm done getting into my personal life on that. This is more about the ritual itself. Tomorrow we are going to meet the conductor. So like this video now, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications if you're interested. And I will see you tomorrow where we meet the conductor.